Good day and welcome to X News Channel. I'm Stephanie Anamu, bringing you today's top story from Nigeria, where Amnesty International has issued a stern warning to the Nigerian government, urging it to cease its crackdown on peaceful #Free Nnamdi Kanu, now protesters marking the 5th anniversary of the EndSARS movement. The global human rights organization highlighted reports of police using live ammunition and arbitrarily arresting demonstrators, including the lawyer and family members of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB, during a demonstration in Abuja earlier today. The protest, which began at Berger Axis in the capital, coincides with ongoing demands for the unconditional release of Kanu, who has been held in custody since 2021 on charges of treason. Despite a 2022 court order for his release, the Nigerian government has yet to comply. A decision that continues to fuel unrest in the southeastern region and among the Igbo diaspora. Activists, including lawyer Maxwell Opara, assert that no official court order bans the protests, challenging police claims and pointing to a $1 billion judgment against the federal government for Kanu's prolonged detention. Eyewitnesses reported that security forces disrupted the peaceful assembly, deploying tear gas and live rounds, echoing tactics used during the 2020 EndSARS protests that left dozens dead. The bad governance in Nigeria movement, which has persisted amid a cost of living crisis, has found common cause with the #Free Nnamdi Kanu Now campaign, amplifying calls for justice and accountability. Amnesty International's Nigeria director Issa Sanusi condemned the violence, stating, "People in Nigeria witnessed unbelievable lawlessness as security personnel fired live ammunition at peaceful protests." The organization has called for an immediate investigation into the crackdown, urging authorities to hold offenders accountable and ensure the safety of protesters exercising their right to peaceful assembly. International law, Amnesty argues, prohibits the use of firearms against demonstrators, unless they pose an imminent threat, a standard it claims was not met today. Other organizations like the Northern Nigerian Arewa Group and the National Association of Nigerian Students NAS have demanded the unconditional release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, arguing his 4-year detention defies 2022 court rulings and erodes national unity amid ethnic tensions. Reactions on X reflect a deeply divided public. Supporters of Kanu, including activists and diaspora voices, have rallied under #Free Nnamdi Kanu Now and #Biafra Exit Now, accusing the government of modernized slavery and selective enforcement of court orders. One user, Adila003, questioned the government's peace talks with Boko Haram while targeting Kanu, whose IPOB movement seeks an independent Biafra state, citing historical marginalization of the Igbo people. Conversely, critics like Ralph Tathagata dismissed the protests, calling for the arrest of activist Omoyele Sowore and labeling IPOB a criminal group. Others, such as Immerzubi44, suggested Kanu rejected a deal to end his secessionist rhetoric, adding complexity to the narrative. The #EndSARS trended alongside today's events, reviving memories of the 2020 police brutality that sparked nationwide outrage. Kanu's detention stems from his vocal advocacy for Biafran independence, a cause rooted in the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970, and ongoing grievances over Igbo marginalization. His platform has gained traction globally, but the Nigerian government classifies IPOB as a terrorist organization, a designation contested by supporters who point to unaddressed judicial rulings. The economic hardship, projected to leave 33 million Nigerians food insecure this year, has further intensified public discontent, with protests expanding beyond Kanu's release to demand systemic reform. As clashes continue, protest organizers vow to persist until Kanu's release, while the government has yet to respond officially. With international scrutiny mounting, today's events may signal a critical juncture in Nigeria's ongoing struggle between state authority and demands for justice. That's it for now on X News Channel. Stay tuned for more updates and thank you for watching.